gonna be fresh green, blue.
You never told me he was doing
If you don't look at our messages, you don't read. You only read one message.
First off, you send 1,000 messages. Why do girls do that?
We're not even on. Oh, we are.
Hey, welcome to the Pillow Talking Podcast, guys. Woo! Welcome to another episode. You guys are just jumping in here on a little discussion. Let's just go there. Why do you send multiple text messages in a row before I can even respond? Like you will literally have a full conversation.
Because it's like me pausing. Like I'm talking to you, and then my other thought comes.
Okay, so
that's how it is.
How about you actually pause and let me reply?
No, because I need you to get it.
Like 7 thoughts at once, baby.
Yeah, because I be thinking like we're talking. I literally text to the way I talk. Like literally, that is exactly what I do. So like I'm talking to you, I'll text that, and then I'm gonna like keep talking to you after that, and then I'm text this too.
All right, breaking news here. Breaking news. Listen in now. Everybody to come in closely.
What?
Men are not reading all these messages.
I know.
This is a tip for all my women out there who send these long thought out messages.
Yeah, they're not.
Who send thoughts like my wife. We are not reading. We are looking for key points. When we went to school, they taught us to identify the key points, take it, and you know what I'm saying? We're not sitting there reading for details. It's called quick sight read. We don't have time to, break down, do context clues. No. So if you send me a paragraph of stuff, I'm looking for keywords, dates, times, money, costs. I'm not reading all the rest of the words.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I need to start doing that. But I just feel like, I don't know. Like I be trying so quick to write you before you text me back. So like I'll send a text and then I'll still finish my thought in the other text too. So it's like 2 reasons.
I'm not reading that. Anyway, welcome to the Pillow Talking Podcast, the only podcast shot in bed. It's your boy JT.
And Nene.
And look, man, your boy, man, I was shocked when this happened. Like, I did not think Tyler Perry would listen to our podcast, bro.
Just shut up.
He would listen to our podcast, and he had a response for us, babe. We was
aggravating.
We was worried about the hair. When we talked about the hair, remember what we said?
Yes, I did.
He literally listened to our podcast and was like, bro, he brought it up on his show. Look at this, man.
T with Dre tweeted, "The wigs on sisters are as busted as mine." Foolishness.
He listened to us.
Lie. Is she honest?
Okay. First of all, I want to see your damn wig.
Can you tweet it?
I want all of y'all to stop talking about hair to me, please. Just I swear to you, these are things I can do. I can run a company. I can build a house. I can go on stage. I can do all of this stuff, right? I know what I do. I don't know how to do hair. I don't know nothing about it. So what I do is I hire people to do hair. Pay them $65 an hour. You heard that right. $65
and they still be ratchet.
So Tyler Perry actually just made a good point because we all be talking about his wigs and the people hair on the shows.
Like blaming him.
But he literally said, I pay people money, good money.
Good money.
65, how much? You know how black people be when they get a new job? 65 times 40.
Yeah, yes. A new job or raise, that's exactly how
it is. That's $5,200 a month. $5,200 a month. He paying somebody to do hair.
Woo, for some hair.
So my thing is
crazy. And them wigs be told the hell up. Who he got doing that?
So if he paying $65 an hour and the hair look like that, either he needs to up the budget or find some better people. I know it got to be some hairstylists who will take that and make it look better.
Yeah. I know somebody here.
That's what I'm saying. $65 an hour.
To me, y'all go to Atlanta, baby.
That's what he in Atlanta.
I said y'all go to Atlanta. The people out here.
But yeah, that was kind of funny. To see Tyler Perry reply to people. Because normally,
Nah, but this was getting out of hand,
bro. It was. And I think he said it like that because he know. I think he go reevaluate. Because come on,
yeah,
bro.
He will. He just is clowning, but he gonna look at it.
And
like what you doing?
He had made a comment. Somebody was like, it looked like all your shows shot in the same room.
Yeah.
He was like, it's called a sound studio. Like
it's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. Like it's
literally in my yard.
Right. It's in my studios. Called a sound stage or whatever. But yeah, man. Some other stuff I saw. Obviously, the whole Met Gala thing. You saw that?
Yeah.
That was insane, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and God's will. It is God's will. One day we're going to have money. Might not be famous. We're going to have money. I will never, I don't want to have that much money where I'm dressing like that.
I know.
I don't want to even get invited to stuff where I got to dress like
and
that.
with it. Like,
because you invite me to something like that, I'm coming in a regular suit. I'm not doing, like, I don't do fashion parties now at my level.
Yeah.
Like costume
dress
parties.
up. He do not, y'all.
So
like,
I know
I always
at the next level, I won't do costume parties.
You won't. Yeah.
So don't invite me to the Met Gala. If I ever,
and it's so weird because, like, he's a real fashion junkie, but not that kind.
But that's not, I mean, it's fashion, but I feel like it's always
not really.
The Met Gala. The whole point is to be outrageous,
dramatic. I feel like it's just a big Halloween.
That's
party.
what I said. That's why I never
rich people Halloween.
My thing with the Met Gala is why not just make it the celebrity Halloween party?
Yeah.
Advertise it as a Halloween party versus like this.
Yeah.
Grand fashion. I think it makes more sense. I don't know.
Because
but
it literally is a Halloween costume party on 10.
Apparently, they have a theme and they go.
Yeah.
With it. So it's not like just random stuff, but
I thought, but I will talk about Rihanna and them costume. I felt like they costume did good because it looked like they were like a priest in a church window.
I did not get that. That's the dude.
You didn't see, she looked like a priest.
She had the
to
black
me.
on, right?
Yeah. And then ASAP had on the church window. The black the yeah, all that. I thought he looked good. I thought I don't know the theme though. Gotcha. I hope that was the theme.
Okay. I don't know if they mean.
But I will say Gabrielle Union looked good and people who dress normal, they stood out the most, to be honest. They looked so good. Steph and Aisha, that was a look. They looked
that's all you got.
Excellent.
That's a real talk. All jokes aside, that's like if I'm going to an event, that's probably the most I'll do.
They looked great. They just had on regular nice stuff. They looked good.
Right.
They looked good and he stood out. They looked great.
So I saw. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not talking about Lil Nas anymore. I said
yeah. But we knew he was gonna do something crazy.
We're just gonna move on here.
We knew he was gonna do something crazy.
Not gonna
we
talk
said
about
it. We said
I mean,
it wasn't that crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's my thing. It's like we've seen so much from him that when he do stuff like that, it's like
it's not.
Oh, it's Lil Nas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we at that point now, bro.
Like literally already at that point.
Man, so this is more of a, I don't want to say Christian because it's Kanye, but I saw a lot of people were kind of upset about this whole Billboard thing with Kanye West. If you don't know, Kanye dropped this album Donda, and apparently on Billboard's top 200 gospel songs, slots 1 through 19 are all the songs from Kanye's album. And a lot of people are upset, like, are upset because they're saying like the album is God. It's not really gospel or whatever.
Yeah.
But the issue is not Kanye. The issue is the classification with the Billboard.
Right.
And then also we have to understand, and then talking to the Christian community, gospel community, Kanye, and hear me good. It's not a hot take.
It's just
Kanye is bigger.
Yes.
Than the gospel industry. Now, whoa, what are you saying here? I'm not saying
he's bigger than God.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying his reach is bigger than if you combine the Kirk Franklins, if you combine the Ty Delaney's, if you combine the whoever in gospel, their audience is probably not at most is equal to Kanye by himself.
Yeah.
Like my point is Kanye's audience is so big
and global
that he could put out, like I made a joke about it, he can literally put out a Kids Bop album and it would go #1 in children's music. He could put out a country album and it would go #1 in country. He could put out a jazz album and it would go, because it's Kanye.
It's literally
so Kanye. For all of my people out there who are...
He has a huge audience.
Right. It's just the audience, and that's the whole thing that we tell people all the time. You have to understand that what you see on your Instagram, your everyday life is not
the world.
The world is so much bigger. The world is
so much bigger.
There are people, and it's so hard to explain to people.
There are places you don't even know.
Like overseas, it's not like we get so captivated by America. Don't get me wrong. USA all day. But my point is, there's more to the world than the USA. America.
Yes.
So even that's something we had to realize when we put out podcasts and we have people that's listening overseas. You put out anything, you have to understand it's a global world. That's why when people say, "Oh man, I want to do this," but it's so many people doing it. It's
you
got to realize there are people overseas.
Way over there. They don't know what's going on.
The craziest thing in the world is when you look at like what we would consider C-list celebrities. They go overseas and they're treated like Michael Jackson.
Yes.
There are celebrities that right now we wouldn't even pay $20 for a show here in America.
Yep.
But when they go overseas and tour, they can tour for an entire season.
Yes.
Because it's just a bigger world. That's my
it is. And they desire things like that. Like, people always look at America because I feel like America has everything right there. If you get what I'm saying, like we got plane right. If we want people, we could just tell them to hop on a plane, whatever, do what we got to do. Right. But that's literally in this bubble that we're in. Like a lot of people don't have that. Like a lot of countries don't have that, and so it's like when those people get even the smallest celebrities in America, when they get them over there, it's like we going 10 times in. Like everything's sold out.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever, like. So when you are looking like people,
we're very fortunate.
Special. That's what I'm saying. Especially people like artists and anybody influences anything.
Yeah,
the world is so large.
Yes, but it's okay because there's incredible people who have hearts out for the world, not just the U.S.
Right. So did you? Well, I showed it to you. I'm trying to find the video real quick. But remember we talked about the whole situation with the basketball player and the girl who trapped him.
Yeah.
And she got the nerve to be on here again. Oh, stop all that yawning, man.
I don't know why I keep yawning. Oh, the itis.
Oh. That's it's day. Oh, it's the wrong one. That's racist. Like, what is wrong with you? Stop saying racist stuff. But anyway, the girl, I think her name was Brittany, something like that. The one who got the NBA players, basically said NBA players are stupid. If you want to make money, go get a baby by NBA player. She did that. Now she's basically out there again. Somebody's looking for a stepdaddy. Everybody was upset. I kind of agree, but my point is this: nobody should fall for this again.
Yeah. Like, come on, y'all gotta be smart.
Like the first, like with the NBA player, like, bro, come on. She said she was gonna do it, and you the fool that did it.
Yeah, and she said she was gonna do it on social media, like so.
But now she's coming back and saying she's gonna do basically the same thing again, and if somebody else,
she's ready.
Like this point,
come on now, leave her alone, please.
Somebody, that's the word for them. When somebody tell you who they are, just believe them.
Believe them, period.
Believe them the first time.
Yep.
Not the second, not the third. Believe them.
The first time.
All right, so Dom, I got a question.
Dom, call me Dom.
Got a question for you. Say you were single, you looking to mingle, find the perfect guy, right? Guy, you guys go to a very nice restaurant, he wines and dines you. The conversation is amazing. I'm talking about this is a top tier date. Nothing's wrong. He no baby mama, no kids. Perfect guy for you.
Wow, okay.
Here's the question I have. When the bill comes, he takes the bill, but he also pulls out coupons to pay for the check. Are you okay? How would you feel about a man using coupons on a first date?
I'm gonna laugh, but it's okay. I laugh at everything. That doesn't mean I'm with you. I'm against you. I laugh at everything. That's weird.
If a man,
it is weird, but I'm gonna be like, you coupon? I'm just gonna be like, I never met a man who coupons. Like, that's cool.
So you would be okay with the coupon?
Because I want a coupon. People don't realize couponing saves a lot of money. But I mean, I never had a problem with people couponing. So I'm not like that. I'm not that person to be like, why would you use it on a date? Like, if we got if we get a card, a Chili's card, or whatever card, maybe we need to use that card.
So you're okay?
I'm okay with that. I don't know. That ain't got no problem.
So, I mean, I saw some people that was like, come on.
No, I understand, and I know a lot of people that probably would be like, why are you doing that? But like, do you do that to people who coupon? Like, there's literally extreme coupons.
My thing is,
we're rich. They're rich.
I'm like, I don't want to talk about. My point is this:
if you're not like a cheapskate, I don't have a problem.
But my point is, it's a difference between cheap and smart. So, but then it's like it's a date, so it's kind of tacky to do on a date.
Well, from a man's point of view, but like I said, I'm not hard to please.
But it's also like, it's also smart. It's like it's a weird.
Yeah,
thing,
that's what I said. Like, it has boundaries though. I'm not gonna say that couponing don't have boundaries. Couponing does have boundaries. Like if you're a cheapskate, like we're not going anywhere because you don't have a coupon and we have money. Like, what is wrong with you? You have to chill. Like, but if you have these coupons and like, oh yeah, like, you know, I got money, but like we still can use these coupons because they just gonna go to waste. Use them.
And that's my thing. I saw like the discussion brewing. Some people are like, man, I wish somebody would pull out I'll pay for my own food. I'm like,
I mean, that's a little shallow. I mean, you don't have nothing else wrong with you.
I don't think that's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's not like anything that'll affect me.
I don't know.
Negatively.
I personally couldn't do it. I'm just gonna be not on the first date.
I'm just be honest. A baby mama would affect me worse than that. Cause I'm a baby.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, there you go.
Yeah, but like girls get my drift. They understand what I say. Cause it just you can't deal with you.
So let me ask you that. Ooh, I hear a lot of women say that. Is it? I hear women that say, I won't date a man with a baby mama.
Yeah.
But men don't really have that problem with women.
They don't, because this is where I do agree with y'all theory of women are emotional. Like,
this is the only place you agree.
This is the only place. This is it. This is it. Cause they put it on themselves. They bring it on themselves.
Right.
Because I look at their actions. It's not that I'm just. I look at our actions, and our actions do make us fit in the emotional category because we are emotionally still connected to the person. Like a lot of the time, whether it's through our kids or just through our love, we either love them still or we either just want a family still. That's still emotionally holding us back from letting them go.
Right.
So that's the problem. Like, but men. You know, I mean, it's just y'all built different. Most of y'all are built different. Most of the ones I saw. And it's just like once the woman is done, the woman is done. I mean, no, once the man is done, the man is done. Like, y'all have that decision. Y'all can make that decision. Like, without the emotional attachment.
You saying it's easier for a man to be done with?
Yeah. Because we think differently anyway in family roles, like in family dynamics. Men and women think differently. What we think about our family. We think about the love and the emotional part of our family. What do men think about? They don't think about that part.
So basically, you're saying that because technically you're a baby mama.
Yeah.
So my point is, you're saying you don't believe there could be another baby mama like you?
No, I believe there are one, but because of my situation, I don't date them.
If I had a baby mama that was exactly like you saying you wouldn't date me?
I wouldn't even give you the time of day. I'm just gonna be honest. Sorry.
But the baby mama.
That's just because I had a trauma.
No, but listen what I'm saying.
That's it.
But I'm saying, let's say you didn't have
she's a good baby mama. I know. Oh, if I didn't have trauma, yes, I would date you. I would date a guy with a baby. I would give you a chance.
Okay.
But that's the point. I gave one a chance already, and I know I just had a bad experience, and I just don't want to put myself through it anymore. Right. Like, good or bad. He just ruined it, basically. Now, I know there's people who don't care, and that's okay, because that's how I used to be. Right. I didn't care, but I just went through one, and I don't want to deal with it. Like, and because I'm already a baby mama, I just don't want to deal with it. Like, if I wasn't a baby mama, yeah, probably so.
So what is some advice you can give to people who are, like, how, this is going to sound dumb, but how do you be a healthy, non-toxic baby mama, baby daddy? Like, what can you do
to not do that?
Right.
Not be that way.
Right.
First you gotta let go. That's why everybody toxic, to be honest. Like, that's why you still have problems. That's the number one rule. You have to let go. It don't matter about loving at that moment, like still loving them or still in love with them. If it's done, it's done. Like, and you just have to set those boundaries. Boundaries are so important. They don't make no sense. Like, boundaries are the number one thing. Like, you can have boundaries. You can still love somebody and work on that unloving them, because that's fine. Like, you don't just stop loving somebody literally the next day. And that don't work. You have to work towards that.
Exactly.
So boundaries are first, because that's what fuels your getting over them. You need to set boundaries. Like, you can't just keep doing what you want to do and then be like,
I feel like boundaries work with everything.
Yes,
like,
it does. Like,
you gotta set boundaries.
You have to. It's discipline.
Parents,
like, you have to get yourself together.
With friends, you gotta set boundaries with. If you just broke up with somebody,
because everything has a. I mean, it's like,
I think a lot of issues do come about because you don't have boundaries. Like,
absolutely.
I've seen situations where you got a baby mama who just just pop up.
Yeah, that's
or just
no boundaries. That ain't gonna work for me.
Or even let's say anything, a parent can pop up, a friend that just think they can do whatever.
And honestly, boundaries nips all that in the bud, because you could, let's say you and your baby mama are two different people. Like that's just how she is. She just that's what she grew up around, just people popping up everywhere, and you are the opposite. But if you set boundaries, clear boundaries, it don't matter who she is. She got them boundaries, and she know if something happens and you overstep those boundaries, there's going to be a consequence. Like, so to nip all that in the bud, set boundaries, because that way everybody wins. Like, you know, you still can take care of what you need without all that foolishness.
And
if boundaries are something that you got to do through the state, you just got to do it. Like, suck it up. You just got to do it. Like, that's for men and women. You just got to do it. It just is what it is. Sorry.
I mean, that's why, I mean, I'm one of the big people that I really recommend being responsible about taking responsibility for, you know, who you procreate with, who you have kids with. Like, I always tell people that's like the one thing.
It's like, really important.
It's really important, not just from an aspect of a religious aspect, but literally just a life aspect. Yes. Like, who you have a kid with matters down from the day it's born. Like, I don't understand why people can argue that point. Yeah, like, who you have a kid with matters tremendously on all levels. That's why it's recommended spiritually, physically, mentally. So even if you look at it, the reason they say you should wait till you get married to have kids is not because I think a part of that is by that point of marriage you will have found a person that you can live with. Yeah, and that's when you have a kid, you at least need to be able to cohabitate with the person you had a kid with, or at least be able to, you know, coexist. Yes, together. Because it's literally baby mamas, baby daddies who can't even coexist. And like, for real, and like you literally like you have a baby sometimes. Like, speaking for me, it's literally like you have a baby and then your eyes is just open. Like, why am I with this person? Like, what? This is crazy. Like, and that has happened to so many people. Like, it's like the switch is flipped. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, like what in the world? Judging people about stuff, at all. But that's why our advice is you have to be very mindful of who you have a sexual relationship with, because part of sex, and I don't care what anybody tells you, is a possibility of a kid. Period. So you need to be very mindful of that. And the worst thing you could do is bring a child into a crazy situation, man. That's terrible. Like, y'all don't realize how terrible and sad that is. You automatically are setting your child up for failure. Like, come on. Yeah. And failure looks a lot of different ways. People just act like it's physical failure. It's mental. It's a lot of failure. It's mental issues that you have, emotional issues that you have, long-term issues that you have. It's a lot of stuff that little kids can pick up. And I guess that comes from my childhood background, but that bothers me that people act like little children are not humans. They don't have minds. They can't get trauma. They can have all that stuff. Like, you set the tone for your child when they're little. Like, they need to have a very good environment. Exactly. It just is what it is. Like, for educational reasons, emotional reasons, especially everything. Early on. Like, people, we sometimes learn the most when they're little. The age of 0 to 5 is for kids. That's something that we are very, very big on. It's the early childhood development. Yes. You work in childcare. I take it very seriously. Yeah. Everybody should. Like, that first 0 to 5 years is very important. Very important, y'all. Very important, even in a marriage. Like, that first 0 to 5 years, really the first 0 to 5 years of anything, a business. It's very important. Everything, like, the start, your foundation is very important. Very important. It literally sets the foundation. Whatever them 0 to 5, relationships, it is what it is. That first, it's always the most important. Because just like the reference what Caitlin said on this thing, what good is a relationship if the foundation, what you built it on, was trash? If you build a house on a bad foundation, you know how hard it is to repair a foundation. And let me just use that in a relationship that I've had. My relationship was built on lies, and that's what it was built on, lies. Can you clarify this is not us?
No, this is not us. This is
because
past.
You just like let me use my relationship.
Oh yeah. This is past. This is not me and JT, but this is a past. I'm just showing y'all the progression of the lies and the problems.
I do think.
So my previous before I don't know how to say it. It wasn't previous. Yeah. Okay, whatever. My past relationship was built on lies. Like whether it was purposely done or not, it was still built on lies. And it just continued to be built on that. Like it continued with lying. Then it went to more things, more bad things that contributed from lying. And then it kept going. And eventually, guess what? Could we trust each other? No. Like, so now what happens? More drama.
That's my point. You can't repair certain things. You can't. Some things you really have to just tear down.
Yes, absolutely. Because it wasn't built right.
I keep using this foundation because it's house foundation is so easy.
It wasn't built right from the beginning.
Because a lot of people can relate. Like if you think about a house that's been built poorly or rebuilt poorly, or even a car, anything that's been built and it's built poorly, sometimes the best way to fix it is to tear it down.
Yep.
And just start from scratch.
Yep. That's true.
And that process, especially in relationships, and it's almost impossible.
It is.
Repairing a kid when they're older, pretty impossible.
Oh my God! Like when they already stuck in their ways.
Kid has already been hurt, been through trauma, been through all this.
Yes.
Imagine trying to tear all that down and rebuild. That is
why 0 to 5 is very important, guys. Like especially in the Black community, we need to have more advocates about that. Like y'all, come on. No, it's not. It's truth. I'm serious about my Black people. We got to get it together.
We do.
0 to 5. We have to get it together. Like we have to get it together.
You gotta get it together.
But I am seeing more people advocate about that, and I'm so happy about that.
Because I think people understand how important it is. I feel like
it's very
people
important.
For so long were trying to fix adults basically,
right?
Teenagers, and then it was like
nah, get them when they're little.
We actually need to start early.
Children are our future. We have to get them while they're little.
Right.
Like that is the most important. You learn a lot, just between 0 to 1. People act like babies can't understand.
They do understand.
Y'all, babies understand. We are taught that in school. We have seen that with our children. These children understand. Journey can't even speak.
They understand.
Yes.
Emotions. They understand.
They are sucking it in. Journey, when she can't even speak right now, but she's 14 months. When she started repeating what she was watching, the songs she was watching and listening to when she was about 12 months, 11 months. She couldn't speak, but the sounds she would make went with the music. Like
it's the same way.
But we did not understand what she was saying. But she was repeating it. She heard it, and it was in her brain. Like it's there.
And that's what I be saying. Like that's why we say all the time. We stress your kids are watching your relationship, and that's what they are learning. Whether you say this is how it goes or not, whatever they see is what they gonna learn. And when they grow up, they go run their house the same way.
Right.
So they see you just doing crazy stuff all the time. They might carry that into their relationships. They see you, working on yourself, being better. They'll take that as well.
Yeah.
So you have a very, very great opportunity to make an impact on their lives just by how you.
Just by living right, doing what you got to do. I want to say something funny. This is not really good, but it's just funny to see. It's not okay, but we worked on it and we fixed it. When our first year when we was pregnant with Major, and that first year when we would fuss a lot, and I'm telling them how Major literally instantly goes to sleep if we are loud or something, or if we would be loud fussing, he just was sleeping
right.
And I always was like, why does he do that? But I remember that first year of us being married, the arguments that we had, I was pregnant with him. So that's just, he heard all that in the womb. And when his first few months, so it's he's used to that.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean. He's loud too. Anyway,
I think he found comfort almost in
loudness. It's weird, I'm telling y'all, he would fall asleep. Instantly. We'll be fussing and he's sleeping right here, child.
It's like he found peace in our conflict.
Yeah, it's comfort. Is he was used to it. Sleep time. But that's why we try not to fuss and stuff like that. Period. In front of them, we try not. We know they're always watching.
We do. We try to do it in a more
a calm way.
A calm way,
like talking.
Or we do, even if we do get to a yelling point, we still try to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Not going too far. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yep, that's right.
Because we don't want to pretend like, that's what I tell my kids.
Like, you're not gonna disagree with people and stuff like that. That's right.
It's gonna happen. Conflict will happen, but we don't have to fight.
You don't
have to.
That's
rules of fighting.
Yeah.
More on that later.
Right. You still can respect people, but yeah, we try to do better for our kids, and that's all. It starts in a home. To be honest, life starts in a home.
Our kids really make us better because, like, the financial choices, like for example, like I always tell, like, we didn't have kids, the amount of stupid stuff we would have. I'm telling you, if I didn't have kids, I know I would be buying stupid stuff. I know I wouldn't be saved. I know I wouldn't be trying to buy a house.
Yeah.
I know I would. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be stupid.
Crazy
like stuff. We literally talked about the other day, like, because she always wanted a Mustang. I was like, if we didn't have kids, you would have a Mustang. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have this. You would have that. Like, I already know. But we would probably
live in like a what is it?
A condo.
A condo, like
a loft.
Something
that we wasting money on.
Yeah, like
we probably
they already know. Like, I know.
Wouldn't have a need for a bigger car.
So these kids are really here to ground us, to root us, to make us better.
To invest in our future.
Yeah.
And
kids.
They're
here for a reason.
Hey, shout out to them, bro.
Yeah, shout out to our kids. They make us better. Yeah. They make me better.
All right, let's move on. Let's get out of here. All right. No.
Jonathan, man. You got to get those colors together.
Bro, and the crazy thing is, Usher's the only one that won't go off. They all will go off except for Usher. See what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But this one refuses to go off. The devil.
Why is it?
The lights don't go off.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't go off. Peace up. It doesn't go off.
Peace up. What in the world?
Bro, that's crazy. I told you. It's still on. Anyway. My favorite. I can't even play because Usher. Anyway, I want to play our stuff to go into our last segment. But anyway, I love you, but I don't care. No, stop. Hold on, let me see.
There you go.
Anyway, I love you, but I don't care. NFL started Sunday. The Saints won. That's all I care about. Yep. It's football season.
Y'all should have started me. No, so stupid.
Anyway, it's football season. Me and my daughter watch football on Sundays.
Yeah, y'all. Journey loves to watch football with her daddy. It just don't make no sense to me.
I mean, if you hating,
it makes zero sense. I am hating. Because why?
Because my daughter.
Like, you came 14, out of me. You should not like that.
My 14.
But whatever.
But I came in you. So
my God. Jonathan. I'm embarrassed. Like, if I am red as a crawfish right now, y'all. I'm red as a crawfish.
That's stupid.
This is too much for me.
I told you. You set yourself up for that.
Is it hot in here? I'm hot.
Anyway.
Good God.
No, it's football season. That's all I got, man. Y'all know how I love football. My daughter loves football. Life is good.
I guess.
All right. What you got, man? That's all I got.
I'm just trying to be booked, y'all.
All right, well.
I got nothing else. Nothing else for you.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm just working on me. Working on being better.
Well, I think we all are. I think if you didn't learn nothing this episode, is to be better.
To do better.
Do better.
Do better right now. Start.
Better.
Doesn't matter how you begin as long as you finish strong.
Who said that?
I don't even know.
Just be talking.
The mambo.
All right. Get out of here. I don't know what this guy's talking about, bro.
The mambo.
Who's the mambo?
The man who died.
Are you? I'm not even putting this on the podcast. The mambo? You mean?
Oh, what I say? The mambo. Why was I mixing Rambo and mambo together?
What is wrong with you?